Hey, 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 you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. It's really raining here today in Australia, and there's a lot of wind as well. And as you can see, my picture over there is moving because the wind is coming through the windows. They're those kind of, slat type windows, they're thin windows. So it's like even my picture's alive today, so that's kind of cool. All right, so today is Fantastic Friday. Fantastic Friday. And hopefully, I won't need to use the swearing bell because it's going to be so fantastic that there's no swearing involved. Hopefully, we'll wait and see. What I want to talk to you today about is synchronicities on the twin flame journey because, as many of you would be aware, there are so many different things that can happen on the twin flame journey. A cool example of this is how sometimes people watch my videos that I've made months prior to now, and it will resonate with them in some way, shape, or form. So, if you didn't already know, all of my videos are timeless. So, if you feel guided to click on any of the titles, do that and see what happens because it's kind of cool. Alrighty, so one of the cool synchronicities for you might be that your twin flame wears sunglasses, right? So this is only going to happen for a few of you, but many of you may have a picture of your twin flame where he's wearing sunglasses and I don't know, in some kind of setting. So me saying this to you now and you going, oh my God, yes, he did send me a picture of him when he was on holiday in wherever, let's say, or she, depending on, whether your twin flame is a male or female. But this can happen. Okay, the other things that can happen, let me just put them up there for a minute. There can be names. Your twin flame's name can be on TV on an ad, or you might see it on a billboard, or you might be on some kind of social media platform and you'll see it written there. Another thing might be their culture. So something about their culture will pop up on your news feed, or I don't know, just in general life. Let's say your twin flame was from the Philippines, you might have an ad on your phone. Sometimes if you don't pay for your ads to be removed on YouTube, an ad might come and say, have you ever holidayed in the Philippines? Now is a really great time to get an offer, on a vacation or something like that. And you'll be like, wow, that's weird. My twin flame is from there, let's say. Okay, so the other thing that can happen is that you'll hear songs, and not just songs that they perhaps could have sent to you, but songs with meanings to them that have words like, I don't know, let's use a Carpenter's song as an example. There's a song, and the lyrics go, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. And so, your counterpart or you might call them baby. All right, so this can happen a lot. Another thing that can happen is, dare I say it, do I need the bell? I don't know. Maybe I do. You may dream of making love with your twin flame, or you may even feel as though you're being made love to. Which is kind of weird because, there's no one there, or it feels like there's no one there, but you can have that sensation of that occurring. So, what else? All right, past lives. Some people remember or have visions of past life scenarios. Some people don't believe in past lives, but there's an energy there that, perhaps I don't know, you both might have been in the 1900s, or you know, in a certain country or place together, and it's like you can see their face, and it can kind of feel a bit creepy or kind of weird when that happens, because you think, well, number one, do I believe in past lives? And number two, if I do believe in past lives, how is it even possible that I can see their face, you know, perhaps in a dream or a vision or in a meditation or something? So there's all this idea of the energy of them coming through your dreams, you know, with their name perhaps, or songs, or these past life things. The other one was, you know, someone maybe on YouTube talking about how cool it is to wear sunglasses in the Bahamas. And you might go, oh my God, I met my twin in the Bahamas or something, you know. So names and places and stories can resonate. So, you know, you might listen to one of my tarot readings and go, wow, that sounds exactly like my divine masculine, or that sounds exactly what I'm going through. How is that possible? And in that way, it's possible because, number one, I'm a psychic medium, and so I'm tapping into the collective energies of the collective of twin flames. So that's how I do it with that regard. The question that came in, which I found really helpful, and I hope it helps twin flames today, is, you know, is it something you should act upon or not? So, you know, if you, let's say your twin flame was called Brian, and if he is called Brian, that would be a synchronicity for you today. But let's say your twin flame was called Brian, and you, you know, saw their name 3 times in a day. So, you know, you were watching TV and an ad came on, and you know, it might be for a telephone company. It's like, hey Brian, have you heard about this great telephone company deal or something? And you'll go, wow, that's weird, Brian, that's my twin flame's name, let's say. And then you might, you know, be on social media and someone called Brian comments or something like that, and then maybe one more synchronicity, you might hear a Brian Adams song, which is another Brian, right? So these are just examples of what might happen. So the question is, you know, do you act on, you know, seeing these synchronicities or not? Do you then go and reach out to your twin flame, or, you know, is it a sign from the universe that you're on the right path, or, you know, what's going on with that? Now, in my opinion, let me just have a sip of water. I had my tea before. But what can happen is the universe is always trying to get our attention. So whether we're a twin flame or whether we're just, you know, Molly Smith from Kansas City, who's not a twin flame, let's say, the universe is always trying to get our attention, okay? And if you're into the law of attraction in any way, shape or form, you know, what you seek is seeking you. So obviously your soul is the same as your twin flame, and so what can happen is there's this soul calling. Your soul is trying to show you these messages, and the universe kind of lines them up. So the more and more you come into alignment with your own soul, the more you will be able to see these messages occurring. Okay, the other thing too that happens via law of attraction is that, and it's not really twin flame related, but you just might find it interesting. If I was going to purchase a Volkswagen, let's say, and I thought, well, you know, I'd really love a purple Volkswagen, right? And then I'd be like, oh no, hang on a minute, there's not many purple ones made, maybe I'll just go for white, you know, and then I could maybe paint it purple later or something like that. But because I'm thinking about that, what happens then is I'm in alignment with that, my energy's in alignment with that. And so, you know, as I go driving, or as I go from place to place, or even if I'm watching a show on TV, you know, where there's a roadway or something, I'll be able to spot all these Volkswagens that are white, because that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm in alignment with at that current time. So it's not always something you should act upon unless you feel guided, from your own intuition. But sometimes when they're thinking about you, you'll see it more and more and more. So perhaps, you might have a special song that you shared together once upon a time when you first met or something, and you both liked it. And if you've been in a separation for a while, if they're thinking about you, you might be on your phone or on, whatever platform you use, and then that song might come up as a synchronicity. So when the twins think about one another, these can also happen. These synchronicities can also happen. So does the masculine get messages too, was another question. Absolutely, yes, he does. And the second part of the question was, or does it depend on the stage of the journey? Well, that's a great question, because some divine masculines and some divine feminines aren't awake yet, and so perhaps they're not looking for the signs. Perhaps they're not, vibrating at a level where they're obviously seeing signs. But someone who is awakened and someone who is intuitive, should always be looking for signs anyway, because signs can give us a lot of clarity on what to do next. This is why on my channel I'm always sharing songs, because sometimes these songs come through as a message from the divine masculine collective, and so that's why I share them with you on my channel. You can check those out in my high vibrational songs checklist, playlist, not checklist, playlist. Alright, so I'm trying to think of some of the other synchronicities. Maybe sports or team colors, or hobbies and interests of you and your twin flame you might come across those. So if your twin flame loves golf, you might find that an ad on the TV comes up for golf or something like that. So or you might be driving with a friend and go past a golf course and think, oh wow, my twin flame loves golf. So there's some of the other things that can happen as well. Actually, it feels better with them on. It's quite sunny in here today. Even though it's been raining, it's like a weird kind of day. So, I don't know. I guess I would ask, what other synchronicities you guys have had, so you can comment below and tell, the rest of the viewers what kind of synchronicities you've had. Perhaps it's colors, perhaps it's, if they love, I don't know, if they love tea, and I'm always saying on my channel, have a cup of tea, and it's like, oh wow, that's a synchronicity because my twin flame loves tea as well, or something like that. But usually the universe will kind of present things to you, but it's really your energy, you know what I mean? Like, the best way to describe it, I guess I could say, is you attract what you are. Okay, so if you're constantly thinking about your twin flame, then more likely than not, messages will come to you from them. If you're tapped into that frequency, and also if they're tapped into your frequency, you might get messages as well. But if you're not looking for them, you won't see them. And that's the other thing. I mean, some people love feathers and they look for feathers on a path, or, coins and that kind of thing, which can be related to the twin flame journey too. If you find a coin and pick it up, it may have a significant date on the coin, like, I don't know, let's say it's 1955 or something like that. That might be your twin flame's parents' date of birth, or yours, or something. So that can happen as well. I don't know, it kind of happens if you're into tarot readings and into following people who do psychic kind of stuff. you know, sometimes the right reading can sort of come up on your feed at the right time. So, you know, if your twin flame was a Pisces, as an example, you know, the star sign Pisces, you may sometimes watch a Pisces reading to see, you know, to check in with them or find out how they're doing if you're in separation. And that's kind of cool because sometimes, you know, a Pisces reading might come up, and it might say, you know, well done, Pisces, you know, love is on its way or something. And you might have just, you know, been with your Pisces twin flame, and, you know, and that what's going on in that reading has been occurring for you. You know what I mean? So that's another cool synchronicity. What else can I say about synchronicities? Oh yeah, sometimes twin flames can be wearing the same color, like if they you know, go to see each other, or, you know, did a Skype with one another or something, they might be wearing the same color. Or you know, if you took a screenshot of yourself and sent it and they took a screenshot, you know, you might be in the same pose or something, or have the same kind of, you know, the same head tilt, or the same smile, you know, the same type of smile, as in, you know, like smiling without teeth or with teeth, or, you know what I mean? So it's like that mirroring thing that can go on as well with synchronicities. I'm trying to think what else. Synchronicities. Oh, oh yeah, this is a cool one. Is you'll be thinking about your twin, and then they'll text or call you, or they'll be thinking about you and you might text or call them. So that's kind of cool. Quite often twin flames think about each other at the exact same time. And another synchronicity that's also true is the one, sometimes there's one that's a bit more feeling than the other, so they can kind of feel into the connection a bit more. And this isn't always the divine feminine or the divine masculine, it just depends on the twin flame, you know, relationship in general. But one might, you know, tap into the other's energy and go, you know, I know that you've got, I don't know, a sore ankle today, and the other one will go like, what do you mean, how do you know that? You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool and weird at the very same time. Many of you have reported feeling emotions that aren't yours, so feeling sadness, or feeling loneliness, or feeling even happiness, or horniness. Do I need the swearing bell? That's not really swearing. But, you know, at the same time as your twin. Okay, so taking on their emotions is also a synchronicity. Taking on how they're feeling is a synchronicity. The other thing that can occur too is if one twin is, you know, really elated or joyful or in a really happy energy, the other twin can feel the opposite of that, because we have the masculine and feminine within us, and we're always trying to balance that, you know, and our emotions too. If one is really, really masculine, the other may be really, really feminine. And it's the same with emotions. If one is really, really sad, the other one might be really, really happy. So you might just want to, if you're on talking terms with your twin flame, you might just want to say, hey, can you not be ecstatically happy, and I'll not be ecstatically sad, because I don't like feeling that feeling, you know. So sometimes it's mirroring, sometimes it's the same, and sometimes it's the opposites. So there's this duality and this mirroring that can go on with the synchronicities. I pretty much think that's all I want to say about synchronicities for today. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what's coming up tomorrow. Let me check, because I'm kind of a little bit... I was kind of a bit slow with uploading today because I had some things on that I needed to do. So today is answering your questions for the Twin Flame concept video. And I didn't do a Divine Masculine love letter properly this week, so I think tomorrow, instead of tea leaf tarot, I'm going to do that. But I'll just see what the energy brings. Because I know that sometimes, I don't know, I kind of go with my intuition on what I post. I mean, I'm trying to keep to a bit of a schedule. But sometimes it's hard, you know. So if you want to reach out to me for a reading, or if you have any questions that you would like to add on, you know, for the Fantastic Fridays, please email me and I'll add all your questions. If you want to do a reading with me, just remember that you can ask 8 questions for either a 30-minute or a 1-hour reading, and I'll answer those using the tarot. I guess we should just get really quickly before I go. We could get some messages from Divine Masculine, because I don't know, sometimes we just need them, don't we? Some messages from him, see how he's going or what he wants to say. Just being guided to get a few here. These are messages from your Divine Masculine soul. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a few. Sometimes I can't express my words. You look too beautiful sometimes. So that's nice. I need you more than you could possibly understand. I need to see you and smell you. Wow, this is kind of that yearning energy I was getting this morning when I posted that song. Tell me your favourite food when we communicate next. Perhaps he wants to cook for you. That'd be nice. Okay. Some of them have got allergies. I'm rubbing my nose. Or some of you have allergies. The way you express yourself makes me feel inferior sometimes. So be careful on the twin flame journey if you get annoyed with your twin flame. Because they'll feel it. Even energetically they can feel it. Especially if they're awakened or highly intuitive. And here we go. Send me your favourite songs, please. Been talking about songs as synchronicities today. Sometimes I have bedroom fantasies about you. I can't help it. Here we go. I want to ease your mind. Sometimes I just get busy in the physical. So if they're not talking to you, it's because they've got stuff going on that they need to deal with. If I ever get to be with you forever, I will be the luckiest soul ever. Wow, that's a nice one. Alright, yeah, some of you got allergies, or your twin flames got allergies at the moment. You know, hay fever, or I don't know, in Australia, I was going to say in Australia. That's a weird name for a country. In Australia, spring has sprung here, and you know, there's been a lot of pollen and things in the air. So either I'm allergic to something outside, or some of you have got allergies. I don't think I'm allergic to anything outside though. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video, and add your synchronicities down the bottom in the comment section, so we can see, you know, what they are and what you've experienced. Maybe you've experienced some kind of cool past life scenario, or sometimes you might be able to even share some of your songs. You know, put the link down for some of the songs, because they may resonate for other people, because this video will go out, and of course your energy will attract it to you, and that's why you're watching it. And the people who are also watching it may see your comment and think, oh wow, that happened to me as well. So there might be some synchronicities in the comment section. So the more the merrier. You know, put as many as you like there. You know, it might be just something like, you know, when I went out for coffee with my twin flame, I couldn't believe it. He was dressed in bright yellow t-shirt, and I was also wearing a bright yellow sundress, or something like that. That would be a cool synchronicity. So I'll see you soon. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I think I might wear these sunnies for the rest of the day because it's still sunny. And Cookie's staring at me. I don't know, I think I forgot to feed him last night. I better do that. I'm not exactly sure what toy birds eat, but I just keep putting different things in his nest to see if he likes it, you know. So we'll say goodbye to him before we go. And I love it when he's got batteries. Tweet, tweet, tweet. It's so cool when he gets batteries. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Because he makes this sound. It's just amazing. And Cookie might be a synchronicity for you today. You might like to eat cookies, or perhaps your twin flame likes cookies. Or if your twin flame is called Cookie, wow, that would be a huge synchronicity. The other synchronicity is Donkey here. If you or your twin flame like the movie Shrek, that would be a synchronicity. And if your twin flame's nickname is Donkey, that would be kind of cool. Donkey's saying, or ass, you know, like ass as in an ass is a donkey, but not the kind of ass that we would mean with the swearing bell. Do we need the swearing bell? Maybe we do. I don't know. Oh dear. Alright, Donkey wants to send you a telepathic message before we go. See if you can get it. Okay, tell me. Oh, okay. We're all donkeys at heart, apparently. We're all donkeys at heart. Is that right? Wonderful. Do your ears move? They don't. Why? Okay, that's kind of stuck there at the moment. I'm glad I didn't pull it off. He's biting my finger harder now. Look at this. Alrighty, guys. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you aren't taking care of yourself, Donkey says, why not make sure you take care of you first and foremost? Your twin flame wants you to take care of you too. Mwah. See you later. Bye.